Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome to the West Ham world. I'm back, had a little rest during the international break. I'm not one to just make videos for the sake of it, There's been a few bits of news out there with West Ham, but nothing really meaty, nothing too meaty. It's all basically just keep recycling the same stuff, Kudus, Paquetá. And I didn't feel the need to do it, I didn't feel the need to do it. Me and Paul obviously want to get back and do a podcast again soon, which we will. But yeah, this is my video for the preview, because the only chance I'll get to do it because busy week and stuff. Yeah, so the big one, the game we hate to lose, the game we love to win. It's the game that makes me feel the sickest the most. It's the fixture I look for first most years, and I'm actually hopefully going to attend this game. Hopefully the ticket's going to get sorted out for me. So I'm really looking forward to, first time I've ever been to the new stadium as well. Went to the old stadium. I was there with a 3-0, Ravel Morrison. One of my greatest memories in watching West Ham. That was like one of the best away experiences ever. I just felt my head was going to explode, when we won that game 3-0. Just incredible. If anything like that again would be incredible. Listen, it's always a game that has lots of drama. Both teams can win it on their day. It's always full of passion. Sometimes West Ham can turn up and not be there, just not be at the races, and I'm really praying that we haven't got that sort of level of performance. We can't do that against this Tottenham team. We'll get blown away because they are good. They are good. For an hour, they are really, really good. They've got some really good players. Obviously, they're doing well. They're in 8th. A couple of good results. Obviously, before the international break, they had that dodge game, where there was 2-0 up, sort of went into second gear, relaxed down a bit, and then Brighton come back at them. But Brighton are a good team. They beat Manchester United 3-0. Looking on the results, they are good for goals. They are really good for goals. Big fan of James Maddison. Just seems to have that floaty ability. I love players that look like they float around. But he's one. He can fade, sort of about 65th, 70th minute of games I've watched of Tottenham. He's amazing in the first half, absolutely amazing. And then he just sort of drifts off. Obviously, Solanke's scoring goals. You've got Johnson, who's in fantastic form for them. He's going to be a real handful, and he's one that's going to be hard to keep quiet. Not sure whether Son's back or not. He has missed a few games. Obviously, Van der Ven's a fantastic centre-back. Bags and bags of pace. But they do only play one way. That's one thing. There's not a plan B. They're quite shaky on set pieces as well, if you have to pick out a weakness. I work with a Tottenham fan. He's actually a nice Tottenham fan, which is a rare thing. He's very humble. He doesn't really get above his station or anything like some fans. And he always says, we're very weak at that. He gets frustrated with the lack of plan B. Listen, he said he loves the football. He loves the rock and roll, fast attacking football. But he would love Ange to, at 2-0, go, okay, right, let's take that line back a bit. Let's relax a bit. Try and maybe waste possession, hold the ball and stuff. And that's where you've always got a chance against Tottenham, because they don't switch it off. As long as they don't blow you away within the first sort of 45 minutes, and they go sort of 2-3s up, especially against us, we ain't got 2-3 goals in us. Then you've got a chance because of the way they play, because of the high press, because of the high line. There's always a chance that as they tire, that ball over the top can get through, that through ball gets through. And they're not the best defensively. They're not the best. Like I say, Van der Ven's really good. I quite like Pedro Porro. Udogie's looked a bit shaky recently. And Romero, renowned hothead, good for a red card every now and then. He can either look absolutely incredible for Argentina, and then at Tottenham he goes a bit shaky. So there is a chance there. Looking at us guys, I see Nick's out on Claret and Booze actually about Antonio. Obviously, did score against Ipswich, the game I went a couple of weeks ago. But he's renowned when he comes back from international duty. He's not as good. He's not completely there, jet lagged. So you wouldn't start him because of that reason. Because if you're going to get that Antonio performance, you don't want it. But then, in the other respect, Antonio has got a fantastic record against Tottenham, hasn't he? The famous celebrations and stuff. it is hard to leave him out. I'm hoping that we've sorted out our sort of fullback, situation in terms of we always get caught out on that right hand side, and it seems to be a bit of a target area. We can't afford to do that against these, we can't. We just can't. Listen, we've got a good team, and I see some good things in the Ipswich game. It's just about building on that now. We've got some really hard games coming up, really hard games. And the last thing we want is to go on a bit of a bad run now. What we want now is to, put a few results together, and then you're sort of, heading back up the right side of the table. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough. I think we could get a draw if all things align. We get a goal and we can sort of, hold possession as we did against Ipswich. Keep the ball and times, and not waste possession, and keep them quiet for a little bit. It's about keeping them quiet for that first 35-40 minutes. We concede early, could be curtains, because I think mentally West Ham can collapse, as we have seen a couple of times this season. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Like I say, I'll probably do a review straight after the game, or maybe I'll get out of the Tottenham area first, then I'll do a review. But yeah, if I do see you over there, guys, it's always great to see you. Come and say hello and that. Till next time, guys, come on, you on. It's great to be back. Let's go.